Hey guys, so we're back for part 2 of our dirt bike trip. Even though y'all didn't particularly love part 1, it didn't do very well, but we had a blast and that's all that matters, and it's part of the motorcycle journey. Different type of motorcycle, but just as fun in a little bit of a different way. So you guys last time saw some of my first times out on the dirt bike. This footage is a little bit more extreme, but not really extreme. Still, novice, beginner type of terrain, and that's mostly what I stayed on, although I had a few tougher moments. We didn't catch many of them on camera because, as we mentioned in the other video and later in this video, Mike and I split up some because I really wanted him to have the opportunity to challenge himself, and riding with me just really wasn't going to challenge him because he had lots of experience on the dirt as a kid, and he just has the personality where he likes to do things that are extreme and challenge himself and push himself to the limit, and he has the ability to do that. So I certainly didn't want us to ride all the way out to or fly all the way out to the California desert and him not to have the opportunity to really get the most of that. So we did split up, so I didn't have a cameraman with me, and as I explained in my last video, I actually had a really difficult time trying to narrate in my own helmet, doing sort of a live motovlog style, just because I was really focused on not dying, which I'm only half joking about. It certainly was more difficult for me, certainly, than street riding. I guess that's not really fair. I've logged 25,000 miles on my Lowrider S and another 3,500 on my Sporty before I traded it in the last 2 years and a few months. So obviously that's more comfortable for me than the dirt, but we did actually put in some impressive mileage in the dirt. So day 1, we did 45 miles in the morning and about 35 miles, I believe, in the afternoon. So we ended up doing about 80 miles on day 1. On day 2, I did about 120 miles, I think 118. And cameraman Michael did 130 or more. So we met up for lunch on the second day, but a lot of that he did solo, and you guys will be fortunate enough to see some of his solo riding at the end of this video. So the few folks that really loved the dirt bike videos asked for more riding footage. So I heard you and I listened, and there is lots of riding footage. Some of y'all might not enjoy that as much, but I do think that the scenery is unmatched. So even if you're not really into riding dirt bikes, the California desert is absolutely beautiful. So hopefully you will enjoy that aspect of it. But you will get to see some of the more extreme type riding that they took Mike on at the end of this video. And it's crazy to me to watch, but I will say this: I don't think that the camera does either the scenery or the riding terrain justice. It doesn't look as steep of an incline or a decline on the video as it is in real life, and you can't see the bumps as well. So it's a little bit funny because obviously these action cameras are designed to stabilize the view so that the viewer is not getting sick with all of the bouncing and the moving. But in this one case, it kind of detracts from what is actually happening in real life, because I assure you that even on the novice terrain, there was bumps and jumps, and it just does not look like that on the camera. It doesn't sort of capture that aspect of it. But I still am incredibly impressed when I watch Michael's solo footage, because even though it's not doing it complete justice, it is very impressive. And I think that you all will feel the same. And for those of you who are dirt bike aficionados, I thought that you might enjoy some more exciting and difficult terrain. So stay tuned for that. And for everyone that is a handstand fan that's been upset that I haven't done any handstands recently, not to worry, because there is handstand footage in this video. So hang on and you will get some of that.
Then I would put them on my feet, snug them up as tight as I could, and I would wear them dry. And then they were just the perfect food after that. But now we have so much plastic.
Yeah, it doesn't move.
It doesn't work as same.
Does this camera bother you?
Totally, it really does.
All right, I'll cut you out.
Very offensive.
So I don't want to.
No, we have a lot of people that get mad about
A lot of people get extremely mad. Well, she's going to do a handstand in her underwear.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she is.
I'm going to do a handstand because it's one of the six.
It's one of the things you're moving.
Yeah, ready?
You gotta do it. Go ahead.
And then I'm done.
Good.
Oh, shit. That's going to fall. Hold that up because I want you to, please.
Here we go.
No.
Come on, woman.
Jesus, hold on. Try this again.
Nobody wants to see it not. Let it fall down.
No. All right, ready?
Where are you at, Meg?
So
I'm dirt biking, which is why it makes no sense that I'm doing a handstand.
Because people want to see that. Thank you. That's all we're making.
that was impressive though.
Thank you.
Wait till you see mine.
I mean, not really. People say that, but I started competing in first grade in gymnastics. So, like, I practiced like it was a job, like 30 hours a week when I was really competitive. So standing on my hands, walking on my hands, it's like something that normal people do that's regular that they don't think anything of doing. It's like that.
I mean, put your hands on the ground, use the elbows.
I mean,
You make it sound easy. Give it
although he does headstands pretty
Hey,
well,
film this,
actually.
film this.
He actually does
She's
headstands.
horrible at filming.
I am not
But I
good.
can do a frog stand. I call it a frog
He
stand.
does a headstand decently well. When we were
I
younger,
heard you say
when we
break
were
your
kids,
back.
he used to do them. All right, guys. So
We're gonna go do a walk through the hotel and everything. We'll be there like 10. You said like 8 o'clock still.
whoa! Don't die.
Hey, I just trust the bike like I trust my feet, right?
All right, y'all. So we thought we would take you for a little tour of the hotel. So It's really cool, like Western feel. I feel like I'm in a Western movie. So it's this. I think I don't know how you get there actually. This is the
Main gate, right?
entrance
You're walking this
to
way.
the hotel. But like, how do you? That's like the front of the hotel. Anyway, like a beautiful view.
Beautiful
It's
view.
insane. So it's called the Cottage Hotel. You see a little dirt bike on it, a little cactus.
Yeah, that's big.
And then I got on the shirt, Coyote Adventures. Definitely
Yeah,
check
it's a
it
nice
out.
shirt. Look at those mountains.
Do not use this door. We can't go in there. So those mountains are insane. Got this hotel.
They might be closed off. I don't know if they are open yet.
So this is, we got,
There's a little ride in action here.
okay. I know we can get into the back door. So there's the cafeteria. Not cafeteria, but like little
Is it open?
mess hall. It was locked yesterday. I don't know if it's open.
Oh, they're still cooking in there. Yeah.
But we'll come around this way. So, anywho's, it's a cute little place. It's got like all these little, got like the main hotel, and then all these little sort of side houses that people can stay in. So, there's that one.
They also have some cottages down.
Yeah, down that way. This little room, there's like that outbuilding that has
A couple spots for houses.
little places to stay. Back here. So they put
That's where we're staying right there.
Michael and I in the main hotel room, or hotel portion. So we got like these two doors here and our little porch. And then I know this door's open. So check it out. Ooh. Y'all, I have never been this sore since I had my youngest son.
Yeah.
After natural labor with no drugs. Oh my god. Alright, so little back door. Here's a little hotel lobby. It's just cute.
Coffee in the morning. Oh, sorry. Good morning. How you doing?
And,
Good, how are you?
Morning.
Good.
And then we got this pretty cool old
It's very
school
cool.
little stove. And this is some of the main
He was showing
rooms.
me pictures. There's a race going on today.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
So like the rooms are like old school
They all
style.
have like a little different theme.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
What's down here? Same old same. There's more rooms. Look at these pictures though. Because it's like a coal mining town.
This little
There's an old record player there.
old, yeah, they have all sort of like historic old stuff.
I think he said there's only 30 residents in this town.
Like permanent full-time
Permanent
residents.
residents,
Yeah. Most of the people
Did
come
Davy Crockett?
and go. It did say Megan, but they took it off the door.
Oh.
Oh well. Ow. Can't walk right, guys.
I got like a little piece of the kitchen over there. A little cold room.
We'll walk them through there. Kitchen. Flooring. Morning.
Good morning. Shoot footage. Yeah, we just. The one thing's for sure is they kept us fed very, very good here.
They
Nice.
did keep us fed really well.
Yeah.
All this cool dirt bike stuff.
Thanks for the support.
And we
It's
got
very cool.
the dining room area in there. We'll take them in there.
Yep.
I was late this morning. Please go take a picture over here.
You're gorgeous, son. No, you're okay. We're just telling everybody we know how awesome this is. That's
Oh,
all.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That's nice. I heard of you.
So anyways, yeah. It's been like,
An experience.
I feel like we can't even really explain to you how cool it's been. It's been really cool. So I will also say, no matter your skill level, like I know Michael's really good on anything with two wheels, and likewise with a dirt bike. And they challenged him, like, to do some extreme stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I have almost no dirt experience, and they still challenged the heck out of me and hooked me out on some crazy stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy that footage, but definitely worth, especially if you're like in California or West Coast and you can get here without a flight. It's so worth it. But even for us having to take the flight, it's still...
I don't care what the cost is. This stuff's worth it. You're just not going to get this experience. Like, not knowing the desert, right? You can't. You can go out there and ride around the desert.
It's
true. It's kind of like getting on your Harley and going someplace and not knowing where you're going. You can have a lot of fun, but if you know where you're going, you're going to cover ground and you're going to get there.
I mean,
but riding down this desert, you get lost.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The difference is me and you like to go sometimes just for fun and get on the bike and say, hey, we're going to get lost and we don't have a plan. We're just going to turn. But then when we're done, we just turn on our phone and our GPS and it tells us how to get home.
You can't do that in the desert, can you?
No. There's no GPS for the dirt roads.
If you're out of water, if the bike breaks down, you're out there.
Yeah.
Right? So you rely a lot on your buddies, right?
Yeah. Mike and I have done some extreme things, both of us, in our life. But this is up there, guys. Like, for real. That's Death Valley, which we're very close to. We both got prickled by cactuses.
Oh, yeah, I got stabbed in the head.
We both can hardly walk. I got bruises, bumps, both of us do.
No, yeah.
So
it comes with it, right?
Anyway, very cool. started editing this video and especially putting together some of the clips of Michael riding, I thought I wished I had had him commentate some of it. He really doesn't like doing it, but I probably should have asked him to do that so that he could have talked through some of these more crazy moments. But this early footage is me riding on the last day, so I had a little bit more experience. I still, as you can tell, have a long way to go. My standing stance could use a lot of work, but I did make a lot of progress with steering while standing and, execution of some things while standing up on the bike. I'm excited to get this experience because we are hoping to later this year or early next year be able to do some adventure / enduro, I think that's what they're called, bike riding. So last year, those of you that are regular watchers of the channel will know that I tested out the Pan America, which is Harley Davidson's version of that type of bike. And it was rough because I'm so short, and the seat height on that, even though I had them low, I tried out an adjustable seat height version of it, and I had them lower it to the lower height. It still was really a stretch for me, but I think now that I've done so much dirt bike riding, I'm a lot more comfortable, and I've ridden some other bikes that had a higher seat height. I think that I would do a lot better. I'm not sure if that is the bike that we'll be riding, but we do both hope to get some of that in, and I think this dirt bike training will just be immensely helpful, as well as help my regular riding. Everybody I've talked to said that the transition from street to dirt is very difficult, but that dirt riders that go to street have an easy time, and that I would certainly hone and sharpen my skills on the street by riding dirt. So I'm excited for both of those things, and I want to give all the credit to Steve and his team at Coyote Trail Adventures because they were fantastic teachers. So it was Steve and John and Don, and they were great. So thank you so much to them. And again, I will link their website if you're interested in booking a tour in the description of this video. But I improved greatly. I think the last day, we didn't ride as full of a day as the first day, but I still think we got in like 40, 50 miles. So in total, we logged probably 300-ish miles in the dirt, I guess, maybe a little less than that. But truly, probably more like 250, at least me. Probably Michael did close to 300. But truly, it was an absolutely out of this world and amazing experience that I would recommend to anyone. And as you'll be able to see from this footage, they really tailor the experience to your riding ability. So if you are somebody who rides dirt all the time, then they will go out there and they will challenge you. They will find mountains to climb. They will find canyons to ride through. You'll ride through deep sand and over boulders. If you are like me and you're a relative beginner on the dirt, then they will treat you as a relative beginner on the dirt and allow you to sort of take it easy and ride some easier terrain. So hopefully these two videos have given you guys an inside look to what we did. Like I said, we cannot speak highly enough about it. It was an amazing bucket list type of experience. So I would recommend it to anybody that has any interest in giving it a shot or that's adventurous. It also got me really, truly excited for Michael and I to go cross country. We've been dropping hints about that, but I don't know how much we've officially talked about it, but we plan to ride cross country next year in 2023. And it was just amazing for us to be able to see some of the cool things that we'll be able to see and do when we do that. We're really excited to ride down the West Coast, excited to ride out west, because it is just so different from the East Coast. And so all of you guys that have been on our journey this whole time all of our riding has been East Coast riding. So the opportunity to potentially ride out west is really exciting. We're getting a little preview of that in August when we go to Sturgis, and both of us are just absolutely thrilled. So you will see in some of this footage, Michael's doing hill climbs. They're riding through some decently deep sand, which, by the way, was my least favorite part. I did not do that well in the sand. What I hated about it was that I had to give the bike a lot of gas, and in a higher gear. I had to be in third or fourth gear and giving it a good amount of gas for me to feel like the bike was not wobbly underneath of me. And that unstable sort of feeling, I just never could get quite used to it. And then just the jumps or bumps in the sand, and my body positioning. But like I said, they did a fantastic job of teaching me where to be. A lot of it came more natural to cameraman, and you can see that. You can see him tearing through all of this crazy terrain that is just absolutely beautiful, but also quite difficult. So he jumped right in and was loving it. But I think that some of y'all that have been lifelong riders would do the same and love it. So hopefully this gives you a look at some of the stuff that I was not able to do from an abilities perspective. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this, even though it seems like people weren't really into dirt footage. So if you're not, hang on, because we got a lot of other footage coming up that is not dirt. In fact, I don't know if we'll be on the dirt at all the rest of this year, except for potentially, like I said, we're looking to maybe come out to Arizona in the later part of the year and see if we can't ride some adventure bikes or something of that nature. But before then, we are taking some camping trips. We're taking a trip to North Carolina. We're taking a trip to Laconia. So if you'll be there, we're excited to see you. We're going to Sturgis, and we are just so excited and thrilled. So hopefully you guys will stick with us. We really appreciate everybody's support. We also just got, it came right before we left, but we didn't really have time to get to use it, but a 360 camera. So we will be figuring that out. So we've got some new technology we're going to be using this year. We had a subscriber very generously give us a bunch of camera equipment. We had another subscriber generously give us a external hard drive, and we are just really grateful. We've also got some product reviews coming up, which I'm excited about. So stay tuned for some of that, guys, and hopefully you have at least enjoyed a different perspective than we usually offer, which is trees on the East Coast. Until next time, guys, ride safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe.